equations, we're going to separate it into two parts. So today we're going to focus on intercepts. So we'll start off with just what is a linear equation. Okay. Okay, if you, think about the first part of the word. Line, right? Please don't mess it up again. Okay, guys. Okay, now anything unrelated, we don't need to discuss right now. So linear equation, it forms a line when graphed. Okay, so first thing I want you to be able to determine is when you see an equation means it has to have an equal sign. So how do you tell if it's a linear equation? So first of all, you can only have powers of 0 or 1. A power meaning the exponent. Okay? So you can't have an x squared. Okay? You can't have an x to the third. You also cannot have x and y cannot be multiplied together. So you can't have, like, for example, you can't have xy equals 10, right? That you can't have. And also one more thing, you cannot have x or y in the denominator. So for example, if I have 1 over x equals 4, we can't have so you can't have a variable in the denominator. Okay? So it's almost easier to think of what you can't have. So like you can't have an x squared. You can't have a square root of x. None of these will be linear. Okay, so here are some equations. These are examples that are linear. 4x minus y equals 0. Do we have any exponents of x and y? No.
Yes.
Well, they're just, okay.
But it's x and y. It's right there.
I know, but what about the exponents?
Do you not know what an exponent is?
Oh, no.
No.
Cubed or squared.
Cubed or squared. Okay, do we have x and y being multiplied together? No. And do we have x or y in the denominator? No, so we're good here. Y equals 8. Now, I don't have an x, but I just have a y. That's okay. You're allowed to have just one variable. Do we have any exponents?
No.
Nope. Do we have anything in the denominator? Nope. Oh, what about this one? Y equals 1/2 x minus 3.
Yeah.
That one's fine too. It's okay to have a fraction as long as the variable's not in the bottom. Okay. So here are some examples.
There's no variable in the equation. It's a regular equation, right?
Yeah, it would not be a linear equation though. So if I had, for example, if I said 1/2 equals 0.5, that would not be linear.
Like 1 plus 1 equals 2 or not.
That would not be linear without a variable. Okay? So you have to have a variable. Okay? So what's the problem? Why is this first one not linear?
Because the x is
on the
in.
bottom.
Yeah, we have an x in the denominator. That's the problem there. X and y being multiplied together. That's the problem here.
And then x and y being multiplied more than 0.
No, x
And then what's the problem
X
here?
squared.
It's got a square. Okay, so all we need to do on this next part is write yes, it is a linear equation, or no, it's not. So,
Yes. Can I just
okay, Evan says yes. Why is this one yes? She's right.
Because the x isn't in the
Evan.
Oh, sorry.
It just is. Do we have any exponents? No. Nope. Do we have any variables in the denominator? No. Nope. Okay. All right. I'm going to just call on you guys now.
No.
You okay with that, Jonah? Yes or no?
No.
No. What's the problem in this one?
Exponent.
Good. There's an x squared. All right. Aaron, what do you think?
Yes. Oh wait, no, because
It's no because you're...
No,
It's
just
3 times y.
Okay.
What?
Okay, Rachel, D.
James Bond.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's not recording.
Yeah.
All right, Jack, E.
Yeah.
Good.
Wait,
No.
what?
Okay, and Eli, F.
No.
No, the problem is the
X and Y being multiplied.
good.
Yes.
Guy, what about G? What do you think?
Yes.
Yes, good.
No.
Charlie, H?
No.
No, what's the problem?
The power.
The power. Okay.
Please, guys.
So that first part, pretty easy, right? Just determining if it's linear or not linear. Okay, next we want to look at intercepts. Do we know what an intercept is?
Y
Slope
intercept
intercept.
X.
What do you think, Eli?
It's where like the graph like intercepts with the Y axis.
Okay, so it could be the y-axis.
It's the origin.
Zero's the origin.
Okay, so we have two different intercepts. One is an x-intercept.
What does that mean?
Where the lines meet. Like where
And the other one is a y-intercept.
Wait, what is that little dash? Does that matter?
It's just the way we write it out. It's like x-coordinate, x-intercept. We put a little dash to describe. So for example, if I were to draw a picture of like a little graph here, this would be the x-axis, right? Okay, so the one going sideways, left and right, that's the x-axis. And the one going up and down is the y-axis. That should look familiar.
Oh.
Okay, so if I draw a line, this one would be called the y-intercept.
Isn't it like longitude and like latitude?
No.
Not for these,
It
not for
looks
these.
like the exact same as we're doing it in Earth science.
And this one, where it crosses
Oh, you're
the
right.
x-axis, this would be the x-intercept. Okay? Okay, so now most lines will have an x-intercept and a y-intercept. The only time they don't is if you have a line that goes like straight across, this would have a y-intercept but not an x-intercept, or if you had one going straight up and down. But for the most part, when we do ours, it's going to have an x and a y-intercept. Okay, so to find the x-intercept, we are going to make y equal to 0, and then we're going to solve for x. And then to find the y-intercept, we're going to make x equal 0 and solve for y. Okay, so let's find the x-intercept first. Okay, so to find the x-intercept, what do we want to do? We want to make which one equal to 0?
The Y.
The y. Okay, so I have 2x plus 3 times 0 equals 12. Well, what's going to happen with 3 times 0?
0.
It's going to just be 0, so it will be 2x equals 12.
So X equals 6.
Good, so x equals 6. So I'm going to write this. Do you remember up here? Do you see how I put a ordered pair?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
X equals
so
6,
it's going to be
0.
6, comma 0.
Oh. That makes more sense.
Wait,
It's like
Y equals 4.
Okay,
No,
so now
6
let's do the y-intercept this time.
Because 2 times 0 is 0.
Oh, good. So what do we want to make equal to 0 this time?
X.
The x. So I'll have
2 times 0.
2 times 0 plus 3y.
3y equals 12. And then
Good. Then we're going to divide.
by 3 and then y equals 4.
Good. So that means 0, comma 4. That's going to be our y-intercept.
how did you get that?
So to find the y-intercept, what does it say here? What do we
It
make?
says
You
X
make
equals
each thing
0.
like X and 0,
Now,
0, right?
if you want to make it even easier, what if I just ignored the 2x completely?
You could do
Oh, yeah.
Ah, we
Y
just had
just
3y equals 12. And what about
Mm.
the other way around? What if I crossed out the 3y and just did
X
2x?
equals 6.
So let's look at the
Whoa.
next one.
Wow.
Good question. What do you use rules for?
Oh,
We're going to use this for graphing.
Jonah,
Okay.
what?
Which one are we going to make equal to 0 this time for the x-intercept? The y.
Yeah.
Okay, this one, not as easy as just crossing it off because we have to have an equation. So I'm going to make 0 equal to 1/2 x minus 4. Now I want to isolate x, so the first thing I should do is add 4 to both
This
sides.
is in the final, right?
This will be on the final.
So 4 equals half 1 half.
Yeah, and then what do we have to do? We have to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of a half.
2 over 1.
So x
That's
equals 8.
Mm-hmm. So 8 comma 0.
So you have to do x
0.
equals- Keep writing e instead of x, perhaps.
Okay, now for the y-intercept.
It's
Okay.
y equals 1 over 2 times 0.
1 over 2 times 0 minus 4.
So
So what do we get for y?
y equals -4.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to be 0 comma negative 4. Okay, good. Any questions on those? Easy? Okay.
Easy.
For the next two, this one I'm going to give you a graph.
Can we
The other
just
one I'm
line
going
it
to
up?
give you the table. So what I want to do is I just want to look at the picture. Okay, so this is the x-axis. Where does the graph touch the x-axis?
Oh, it's
Four.
Bottom.
0,4.
Wait, I heard it. Okay, 4. But is it 0 comma 4 or 4
4
comma
comma
0?
0.
4
Oh,
comma
The
0.
X is always first.
Yeah, it's always the x first. So no work to do on this one, right?
Don't you
We're
do
just
the y one? And the y would be
okay.
0,
Where does it hit?
200,
0 comma 200.
200.
Good.
Should be 4 comma 20 because it's
So it's 4 comma 0 and 0. So remember, x-intercept is
Oh,
always
right.
the 0.
Yeah.
Okay, next one, x-intercept. Now I have a table of values. Okay, so what do we notice with the x-intercept? The y is 0. So look for the one where the y is 0.
Yeah.
500.
500. So it's going to be 500 comma
No
0.
way that works.
And then 2
Okay,
y.
now this one, the y-intercept has a 0. Or sorry, the x is 0.
So y
So what's the y when x is
Y
0?
is
2000
0,
comma
2000.
what?
Is there always going to be a 0?
Yeah, there's always going to be a 0 with the x. So when the x is 0, right, that's going to be our y-intercept.
Whenever it's the y-intercept, 0
Yeah, that was
is
very
first, right?
confusing in this case. I
Whenever
still
it's the
don't-
y-intercept, yeah.
I don't understand this still in this case.
Okay, so you want to look for when it's the y-intercept,
Mhm.
the x is 0. So 0 comma 2000.
Oh.
When it's the x-intercept, the y is 0.
Oh.
Let's do some more practice because we're going to do the next one with graphing. So that's why we have the ruler.
The first one is.
Okay.
Wait, Rachel.
Oh, I get it.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so we want to find the x-intercept. Okay, x-intercept, we make which one 0? It's always like the opposite. So we make the y 0.
Huh?
Yeah.
So when we're looking for the x-intercept, we make y equal to 0.
So no matter what.
Always. Always. So whenever we're finding the x-intercept, we want to make the y equal to 0. So what's going to happen here? 2x. What's going to happen to the 4y?
You just
It's
leave it.
4.
It gets plus 4 goes
4
away.
times
It just goes away. So if you won,
2x equals 12.
we can just ignore that because when y is 0, that whole term just disappears.
So it equals 6.
Okay, good. So we're going to divide. Yeah, so we get x equals 6. So up here, I'm going to put 6 comma 0.
Just give it that, but we-
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, how about the y-intercept? Now what am I going to do? Now I want to...
It's
Okay,
not
how'd you
even
get
three.
that,
Because-
Evan?
How? How do you know?
Okay, hold on.
Because
If you divide -4
Make
by
this
12,
0.
it's -3.
Wait, why do you make it a 0?
Well, that's the rule, because if it's an x,
Oh, I get it.
I'm sorry, if it's a y-intercept, the x is 0. So that's gonna go away.
4 equals, so then you just do 4
Negative?
divided by 12.
Yeah, but don't forget there's a negative.
So it's -3 because
-3.
a negative times a negative.
Hey.
Okay, so y equals -3.
I don't understand C.
Okay, well, let's do this one
Wait,
first
don't we have
because
to graph
we're gonna
it?
graph it. Okay, 6, 0, the x-intercept. We're gonna start at, do you know the origin? 0, 0?
Yeah.
And if it's 6, 0, I'm gonna count to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Do we have to count because it already says 5 and 10?
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, because if this is 5, it's just gonna be 1
And then
over.
you do the -3 on the y.
Good. So that's just gonna be counting 1, 2, 3 down.
And then you do a line thing.
Now we have our ruler. Line it up. What do we put on the ends of the lines?
Dots. Oh, arrows.
Arrows, because why?
I don't know.
Come on, it's a line. So does a line stop?
No, it keeps on
It
going.
keeps
forever
going.
and
So
ever
that's
and
why
ever.
we want to put arrows on the ends.
So you always have to do
In this case, if it's
Yeah.
this, is this fine?
Perfect.
My line's right underneath. It's okay, Charlie.
That's fine.
Whoa.
Okay, next one. What is the x-intercept? What are we going to make equal to 0?
4. Oh, wait.
No. Why?
The y. Okay, so y is 0 this time. So I have to find the x-intercept. We're going to subtract 2. So I have -2 equals 1/2 x. What do I have to multiply both sides by?
0.
Wait,
2.
Eli said it.
2.
2.
Wait, so it's
I'll see the images.
So we get
Oh,
-4.
-4 equals x, and then but x equals 0, right?
Okay, so now what about the y-intercept, Jonah?
So you have to do x
Y.
equals 0, so you just do y equals +2.
Y equals a +2.
Oh yeah, y equals a +2, which means y equals 2.
Okay, so my x-intercept is -4, 0. My y-intercept is 2. So where are we going to put
Right next to the -5.
that right here?
Smart.
It's just 1 to the left.
And then you do.
And then the other one is at 2. And then we're going to use our ruler. We want to make that nice and straight as we possibly can. And put arrows on the end. Okay.
So confusing still in this case. Like, I don't
Okay.
like understand how you can
You do the
just
next
put
one by
0.
yourself.
Yeah, you want to try? Well, the next one has a fraction, but yeah.
What do you mean? No, it doesn't. Oh, yeah.
I don't wait, but like, how do you do it?
Okay, so if we're finding the x-intercept, we're going to make the y equal to 0.
How do you
0
just like, say
minus-
okay, it's 0?
Oh,
and
0
then
minus 2x.
Well,
No,
because
but
that's
you
how you
have
have to solve for it.
Can
You just
a
make it
decimal?
0.
Can you make it a decimal?
Yeah, you can make it a decimal. So if we divide
2.5.
2.5, so we get x equals
2.5.
-2.5.
Oh,
And
-2.5.
then if you make the x
Okay,
y
so
equals
It's actually
5.
interesting.
now for the y-intercept, now we're going to make the x equal to
It's 5.
0. So
It's 5.
we just kind of take turns, Jonah. We just, like, for the x-intercept, we make the y
Is it 5?
0.
The answer's 5.
And then for the other one, right?
So how do you mark 2.5? Do you just do it in between?
Yeah, where would -2.5? So that will be, here's -2, here's -3. So we want to put -2.5 right between them.
So not on the line.
So yeah, it's going to be like here. Does that
Yeah,
make
that's what I
sense? -1, -2. This would be -2.5. And then y would be at 5. And then we're going to line those up. Easy.
Wait, so it's like y equals mx plus b.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to do that next class though.
When do we add? 15?
20.
We
Okay.
still have to learn with y equals mx plus b.
I think I learned it last week.
Okay.
I don't know.
Wait, what? Why are we like.
Wait, so what's the answer for number C?
number.
It
Number
x
C.
equals negative
Okay.
2.5 and y is 5.
Do we have our calculators with us?
No.
Yes, I have mine. In
Good.
my backpack.
Because we will not be able to find them without the I want you to be able to do this on the calculator.
My calculator is
Because I anticipated this happening, I brought a few extras.
I think I have it. I was too lazy to get it
I
out.
was mine at home, but I know you were using
Don't
it today.
try it, because they're all gonna be.
Eli, do you have your calculator?
My boys.
Is that the one that? Yeah. She
Oh,
just
this
knows.
is Jordan's. I keep forgetting Jordan.
My boys.
Let me give you a different one.
My boys.
What the heck?
All right, give me a
Try it, Eli.
It was, this was
I'm
really dirty.
gatekeeping.
Well, that's what happens when students use them.
I'm gatekeeping.
Who are you gatekeeping?
Pretty girls don't gatekeep.
Okay.
I'll show you.
What did she gatekeep?
What are these math?
Okay.
Oh wait, I do have one.
You do have.
I need that.
Okay.
Literally dead. It's not.
All right. On the next page.
Do we go to graph?
Okay. So what we're gonna do is on our worksheet or on our notes, we're gonna solve for y. So I'm gonna subtract 2.3x on both sides. So I have 2y.
So it's 2.
Okay. And then I'm gonna divide everything
Oh.
by 2.
So
Well,
y
I can't
equals
just, like,
2.3 plus 4.6 over
All
Why
over
is
2.
Isn't it 2.3 minus 4.6?
Oh, so it doesn't matter. You'll see I put it like this. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you do the other one now.
All right.
Isn't it good,
No.
Charlie? Charlie, do you know?
You're like, I will end you.
That was so cool. Wait, can you look the calculator?
You're like,
Wait, how do we-
thingy?
I didn't even write it down yet.
Yeah. What do we do?
Okay. I want you to press
Graph.
My boys. My boys.
okay on your calculator button in the scratch pad. So press. You could either go. Yeah, there you go. It should say F1 and in parentheses X.
Yeah. I see
Okay.
it.
This
Equals,
is
and
the
then
same
equals.
thing, right? Equals. So this is the same thing as a y equals. Now I want to make this a fraction. So I'm going to do Control. And then I'm going to press the divide button. So Control.
Control divide, and I made a fraction.
Wait, where the
Wait,
hell?
what?
Where the heck?
So you do negative 2.3 plus.
Okay, you're not. This is not the correct calculator. Jonah.
Sorry.
Jonah.
But why plus 6? You already put that it's minus. I'm confused.
Okay, so I want to put negative 2.3. Where do I find
How do you
the
get
letter X?
Wait, and I do negative 2.3.
Negative 2.3. Where's the X?
Oh, you
Letters?
have to put an X.
Yeah, where's the X? It's at the
Letters.
Bottom.
it's at the bottom.
Negative 6.65.
And then we want to do plus 4.6. Now I want to put this all divided by 2. So I'm going to use my
Like this.
down arrow.
I
Shh, okay, Evan, no
And then
commentary
by 2,
necessary.
And then
How do you
just
put an
press
X
enter.
in it? How do you put an X?
Oh, I see it. I see it.
It's at the very bottom.
I'm so
X plus
confused.
what?
I'm confused why it's plus 4.6 when you
Oh,
put that.
because this is a positive 4.6.
Oh.
That's why.
We're
Okay.
X plus
Oh.
what?
What is that?
Do I press?
Oh.
Press enter.
It worked.
All right, so that should graph the line for you.
And you get equals. I get equal sign.
What do you mean? There should already be an equal sign. What happened to yours?
Do I press menu?
Divide.
Do I press
I got an
menu?
error, Miss Casey.
I'm a
Syntax.
little confused why why this is a part
Oh, you forgot to put divided by 2
Where?
on the bottom.
Oh. How do you write the? Just like I do.
You go that.
Okay.
Whoa, there's like a blue line.
Okay. Now.
Do I press
Sigma
menu?
boys, Sigma boys, Sigma.
Okay. Step 2.
I gotta send
Do we press trade?
Okay.
Divided.
What's step 2? We want to click the menu button. Do you see the menu? We want to click trace.
And graph.
Click menu, guys. All you need to do is read the steps. So click the menu button.
And then
How do I
graph
click
trace.
Menu?
Graph trace.
What's
Okay.
Menu.
Okay.
Ooh,
Menu.
it's off.
Menu. graph.
And another.
Do you see trace? And then
trace.
graph trace. Okay, should give you a nice little blinking circle with an X in it. Do you
Where?
see it? Perfect.
Am I colorblind or do I just don't see it?
Okay, but you already
Yeah, I
graphed
see
number
it.
two graph. You didn't graph the line.
Oh.
You gotta graph this.
I have
Oh.
Wait.
Take a look.
2.3 and then wait, what's that thing after the 2.3?
X.
I just X
Times X.
times X.
Plus 4.6. What do we notice that right away pops up? 0, comma, 2.3 at the very bottom.
So we need to find out
What is
X
that?
That's the answer.
That's the
Ooh.
That's
Y.
the answer for one of them.
X
For
is-
Y.
That
Yeah,
is.
for Y.
Hey.
This is so much.
I got 4.6 over 2.
So what do we get for our y-intercept?
So Y equals 2.3.
0, comma,
Whoa.
2.3. All right, now, what do we want to do next? We're going to use our left. Do you see the left and right arrows?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't we just?
I want to do the right arrow. I want to move it to the right until.
It gets to X.
So I'm going to just see how it traces over.
I see.
It's 2.
What happens?
So X equals 2.
So x equals 2. So my x-intercept.
How? I need help, Miss Lisa, please.
So
You moved it
So that's
to
the
the
answer.
right.
Those
and
are our
then moved it
answers.
down.
Wait, can you show me? Wait, how that?
So you do
Okay.
the math, you get it, you do all those steps, and then you write it down, and then you just move
Okay.
it to the
I'm going to show you.
Can you show that thing one more time? Because I did.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, actually, may I ask something? How do you know to move it to that point? Like, how do you know to move it to the 2? Oh, because it's over 2.
Yeah.
I didn't
Okay.
see that. Where's
Miss
that
Lisa, I
happening?
need help, please.
All right.
I
First,
don't know what happened.
let's go to the next page. Let's try this. First thing we have to do is isolate y. So I'm going to subtract 2.1x. So I have a negative y equals negative 2.1x plus 10.6. Now I'm going to divide everything by negative 1.
Wait, can I ask something real quick? How do you know to do it by -1?
You just do.
Oh, because if there's a negative in front, that means that's a -1 coefficient.
So Y just equals.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is going to be important. I want to go back and I want to erase the previous graph.
How do we go back?
If you press tab,
Oh, I pressed the.
okay, you can. If you press tab and then the up, it will get you back to where you typed in.
Can I have some help, please?
Oh.
So let's erase this. Let's
Hello.
delete this.
Okay. Press dot B, right?
Or you could do
Press
doc
what?
B.
Can I have some
Oh,
help?
that's what I did. It
Okay.
didn't help.
Oops.
You ruined everything.
Can I have some-
Yeah. We're
How do
going
I
to type
delete it?
in.
wait, the
Just
You
do
press
the
dot
delete.
B.
I did. It's not working.
No, you
Don't
did.
delete it.
You can also just
Press
do,
it at the same time.
Rachel, if you're in this, you could just press the delete button.
I'm literally pressing it and it's not doing anything.
That's just not true.
You're not on the right spot.
Possible.
You
Oh, I did it. Never mind.
grab. You told me to go up.
Tab.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, now
tab,
delete it.
Delete. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Okay, let's type this one in.
So we do
2.1x.
Minus.
So 2.1x
Yeah, I don't.
minus 10.6.
10.
Do I press enter?
Tab.
Do I press
What is it
enter?
called?
Tab. Press tab.
Do I?
And then do I
I'm
press
doing
Yes,
this.
Rachel.
We're doing one now and you want another one.
I press enter.
Guys, we're graphing this line.
Yeah, I don't know
And
how
then
to do
trace,
this.
graph trace.
So
How do I do
Okay,
that?
we're just typing
Menu.
2.1x
2.1.
Oh yeah, menu.
minus
Do I
10.6.
press enter?
Raise.
Yeah.
Okay, Daddy, what do I do?
0.10
Wait, but then
negative 10.
Hello.
Okay,
Six.
so what were the directions on the previous page? What did we do? We wanted to trace it. So we have to press menu.
So Y equals.
Menu, trace,
Do you
graph
see trace?
Oh, I got it.
And then graph trace.
Um,
Oh, I did.
It's-
Graph trace.
X
And then
equals.
what you do? I can't.
'Kay.
I don't know
Wait.
where.
Zero,
Am I
comma,
trace?
negative.
Y equals common.
Where do I trace it?
Oh. Left and right.
Point
Left and
zero,
right.
comma,
Negative
negative
10.6.
10.6.
Good, good. Okay, so what is
Negative
that?
10.6.
Notice what pops up when I'm on that And that's
is
The y-intercept.
it. Literally tells us that's the y-intercept.
Yeah,
And then
all right.
X
The
is
X
five
intercept
point
is five.
zero five.
What? It's just 5.
No, it's 5.05.
Okay, let's take a look at the x-intercept. So how do we get to the x-intercept?
I don't know.
Wait, it's 10.6. I thought it was negative 8.5.
It's 5.05.
Look.
Oh,
You didn't put the x in.
0. It's 0.
At 0, it says 5.05.
It's 0. It says x equals 0.
5.05.
So why?
Oh, what did you guys get?
5.05.
I got 0.
I got 5.
I got
Alright,
It
7.
literally says 0.
I got-
Okay, 0
Oh,
is this. I know, but 0,
5.05.
Okay, we're not-
0 and x-intercept are the same thing. Okay?
So it's 5.05.
Do you see how it has a 0 here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go to, should we round this? It says nearest 100.
Well, I got
5.0.
5.0. Wait, but we got 5.0.
That's right. 5.05.
Oh. Sigma, sigma.
Okay, let's just do one more because When I- so again,
I know it took us 6 minutes to do that. Oh gosh. So we're gonna be late.
That's
It's
fine.
gonna be
It can be late.
Okay. Okay, so I just have to divide by 6.1. Now again, I don't have to simplify this. Go into your graph. How do I go back again to the previous
Press
one?
Tab and
Up.
and then delete.
Okay, so if I press the tab button,
3 is that 3?
up,
3.8.
and then I want to delete that. If I do control divide, I should be able to type in 3.8x
3.8x.
minus 19.3. And then I'm going to use the down arrow to put 6.1 in the denominator. We're not done. Don't pack up.
I'm not.
Okay.
Can I say what y is?
Oh, you got it already?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Negative 3.16.
Negative what?
Okay. we got,
Negative what now?
okay, Jonah.
Jenna, you don't need a comment.
This is so confusing. How do you know what to...
Okay, Jonah, did you do menu, trace?
No, I don't know like what numbers to put. I know F1.
Okay, we use the trace button until it's right where it crosses.
But how do you make that line? I don't know what numbers to put.
to type in it.
I know what
Oh, you
numbers.
didn't write down what I had.
What numbers?
Right here.
Yeah, but like which numbers you put in the calculator?
This.
And then
3.8x.
x is 5.08.
Do we see that y-intercept? Again, if we're going to the 100th place, it'll be negative 3.16. And then for our x-intercept,
It's 5.08.
I'm just going to go keep clicking to the right. There we go. 5.08. Good.
I got what? I don't think this is right. I'm not gonna lie.